A toxicology report has found that the 6 children who died in Naledi, Soweto, after allegedly consuming snacks from a spaza shop were exposed to a deadly pesticide. The children died early this month. Tests are still outstanding to determine the cause of the pesticide, the source rather of the pesticide. Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana is in Naledi and joins us now. I'm wondering, Zola, how parents and relatives are reacting to the news we got from the minister this morning as to what was responsible for their deaths, for their children's deaths.
Well, Vuyo, what I can tell you from speaking to one of the parents off camera, he is saying he feels like there's more to this, saying that this is not the first time 6 children die in Naledi after, allegedly consuming snacks that, might have, a chemical. But in this case, this organophosphate was not found in the snacks that the children allegedly consumed before they died. He was referring to 3 children that died last year in the same community of Naledi. Let's bring in Monica Sitige's father, who says as much as it's a relief to hear what could have led to the death of his 6-year-old daughter, he still feels like police still need to dig deeper into this matter. Papa, thank you very much for your time. How did you feel when the provincial commissioner broke the news to you that Wanahau might have ingested a pesticide?
Mama, thank you very much for having this small time. I was just hoping for something maybe differently to what was said about this morning. In fact, early this morning, the provincial leader of the police, Mr. Mtombeni, and the other police came calling for us from our houses. Then we went to the police station. Then they did brief us about and the doctors were there, and some other members of the health department, they were there, and they say it was organic phosphate or something like that. So I didn't understand what was the organic phosphate. I don't know what was that. But later on, the lady tried to explain to us that it's a substance that kills the rat, and substance that kills the normally used by the farmers and all that. She was mentioning so many things that I didn't understand anyway. But at the end of the day, that was the cause of the death when they were telling us by then. Now, as much as now we know exactly what happened, another thing that worries me is that how did that phosphate chemical reach our children? Because normally whether it was from a drink or a sweet or anything, but at the end of the day it did kill our children. And now that is why I'm saying the police also should maybe dig deeper on this, because even last year we had children dying from the neighboring houses. It's about 4 blocks from here where I'm sitting. Also it was referred to phosphate, organic, something like that. Yes. Now it looks like every year, or maybe a year or 2 years later, we will still be bearing children with phosphate, organic, something like that. Yeah. So I'm just saying, if the government should dig more deeper onto this, to stop the further occurrences, because now if we leave it just like that, the people that we're going to lose more children. One child is too many to lose. And if maybe there was something done from the previous case, like more deeper than that, maybe we wouldn't have been sitting here today. So I'm appealing to to the government as well. All the people the people, they must just work more closely and to work deeper on this, because also the police told us they are still going to further testing, or I don't know, because we haven't got it in writing. We were told today, but they said the writing, we will receive the writing, but that will be coming from the South African police, and then read all about what happened.
Okay, so you earlier on you mentioned that as the community of Naledi, as united as you are, and you've lost about 6 children, in fact 9, counting the other,
9, yes.
counting the ones that you've lost last year. You said you'll make sure that this does not happen again. How are you going to make sure?
No. What I was referring to, I said also the parents should come together and start, working closely like what I'm saying to the children, let me put it this way. When my child died, I haven't seen my child in 2 hours, then after 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, my child died. So should I have, by the time when I saw my child was not around, I should have maybe, like I always do, every 30-40 minutes I locate my child to see whether she's okay or wherever she is. But on that fateful Sunday, I lost focus on that because I was busy doing some laundering when everything happened after that. So I'm just asking to, I'm just saying that the parents and everybody, whoever's got the minor children, we should, when I'm saying we should come together and work as united, we should, if you see a child on the street that you don't know, make sure that you get that child maybe taking her or him back to his parents, because this thing of maybe you don't see a child in an hour or 2, we want to avoid such occurrences to the children, because we don't know on the street how the child, that there are many people going around the street. So you might be sitting in a house, your child is on the street, or sometimes the car knocks her down, or somebody gives her something to eat, or anything can happen. So I was referring to a point that we need to be more on the, more taking care of our children. If you don't see a child in 20 minutes, go look for her and see if she's safe or he's safe.
Okay, Papa. Before I let you go, you mentioned that your child was your best friend. She was your little handbag, in a sense. Wherever you go, you'd always, in fact, people would see her first and know that the father is around. It must have been a difficult month for you without your 6-year-old.
Yes, ma'am. That was, it was my best friend, let me put it that way. Because everywhere, I talk about provinces. I go to Northwest, I go to Petersburg, I go to Eastern Cape, I go with everywhere where I go, I used to go with her. And then now, to me, because everywhere, even in the household, everywhere, even in the location, they know that wherever I go, my child is next to me. So it's painful to be in. Sometimes at night I don't sleep. I feel like she can come around and call my name in the house, and it's so difficult. But for now, there's nothing I can do because she's gone. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Papa, for your time. That is little Monica Satikha's father, essentially telling us, or rather reacting to what was said by the provincial commissioner of the police when they were briefed as families of the 6 children who died earlier this month. Towards the end, Vuyo, he mentions that at some point, or rather sometimes, he finds himself hoping that he will hear from his child, or he'll see the child walk around the house, as the child was, his little best friend. And a lot of people knew that in his church, the community, and wherever he would have to go. For now, Vuyo, back to you in studio.